Blig Golmore? Waiting for DK's input on this. Erut or Golmore? I'll go to Erut. Because they're used to me showing up out of the thin air. And I want to talk to Tetchin. I want to see if there's anything he can sell me I don't already have. The answer to that is no. Well, no. Feels as though the time. Huh. The Cerberus. So do I steal it from the Cerberus? Or is it a rare drop? Alright, let's see. Go straight down. Well, can't go straight. It's a drop? Okay. Am I too loud, by the way? Because when I lean forward, I'm a lot closer to my mic. Well, on the stream.
He says no.
Okay. How about now? Oh, I think my boss is texting me again. Let me get this. Trip out? What? Trip out? What does that mean? Oh man, now I'm slow and sleepy. Oh, I'm awake. Okay, so if anybody asks, I have the best boss in the world. You know the drill. He's trying to sell him. No, my boss is actually really cool, by the way, just so you guys all know. He actually likes Warcraft, Ethan. The Warcraft.
That would be hilarious if we played
But he doesn't,
Warcraft.
I mean, he never has time to play anything.
Yeah. But that would be hilarious if I came to California, like when after college or something, and then like I played Warcraft in your house with your boss and Lisa. That would be hilarious.
I don't know if hilarious is the term.
What would you describe it as?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Interesting. Kind of like this dinosaur fish thing that I just ran by.
He's a dinosaur kitty.
Oh, he said it's a trip. When I used to play online games, we didn't have all this stuff. Crazy the way people can connect.
Ah. It's a trip, dude. It's a trip to a whole nother world.
Speaking of trip, I'm gonna trip this trap. Oh, Ash died. There, she came back.
Trippity trap the trap. Oh.
Trippity trap, the trap trippin'.
Yeah. You be tripping.
Wait, where am I going? Walk of Stolen Truth Zone. What is this, Sonic game? You have completed Walk of Stolen Truth Zone. Wait, where is it? Oh, it's probably... I'm guessing it's right in here.
I like how the whole chat has just become
Yep.
decam, so we can't actually see that it's decam unless you scroll up.
It's DK. Alright, it's DK. Until further notice.
Donkey Kong?
No. You just went there, didn't you? Just went there.
DK! Donkey Kong!
You know, when he first started showing up in the chat, he expressed his thoughts on
Hatred
that.
for Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What?
Oh, that sucks. Not impressed, Reed face.
23. You've really been here? People have really been calling you that for 23 years?
You've had a name a long time, man. Maybe you should think about switching. Oh, you are 23.
Well, I knew he was 23, but it's hard for me to imagine him as a baby.
Yeah, I think his parents set up his AOL account.
He wasn't born, he was released from a barrel.
Aw, that's now.
Ever since he was a ditty. Alright, so where's the... Oh, there it is. I found... Well, I don't need to keep the steels on. Steels on?
His parents originally called him Tiny, but then they found out he was a boy.
What?
Don't you know Tiny Kong? The girl Donkey Kong?
No, I don't. No.
You never played Donkey Kong 64?
No, and
yeah,
I
that's
probably
right.
never will.
Yeah.
I played the first one. I played Donkey Kong Country. I was like, yeah, okay, it's kind of fun. Played whatever. Played it with a friend, I think. Taking turns. But then, enough was enough.
But then, enough was enough.
Cerebus, you didn't even drop anything. Maybe now you'll drop something, stupid dog.
Apparently, Decam dropped everything as a child.
Oh, now he dropped something. What?
Maybe
Would somebody unconfuse me?
and
Thank you.
He dropped everything as a child as a result, and now you're dropping things because he's in the chat.
Oh man. When I was trying to get the Soul of Tomasa from the Oversoul, I picked up the loot, and I got like 5 or 6 different things from it. Do you remember that? Did you see that part, DK? When I was doing that, I got everything I could possibly get except for the Soul of Tomasa. It's all, you obtain this, you obtain this, you obtain this, you obtain this. Oh, but not what you wanted. Ha, troll face. Saberblade! Hey! I don't see your name on the list. Come on. I want... Dang it. I'm gonna keep quick loading until I actually get it. And it didn't. And it didn't again. Oh my goodness. You know, I'm just gonna find another one. I'm gonna find a different Cerberus to... Your internet does not bode well with the stream. What if I lower the quality? I can't do that mid-stream though. I'd have to stop and start again. Is it... is it watchable at all? I don't even know if he can even hear me say that. Somebody ask him. Please. I said please.
What did you say again?
No, gosh, never mind.
DCam, you ask him. Oh, he says, yeah, vid is lagging, not the audio.
I wonder if that's the same problem DCam was having. I prefer saying DCam. I don't like saying DK.
Yeah.
Because whenever I say DK, then I always think of friggin' gorilla with a tie. Oh, Dave? But there was another Dave that came in.
Dave Grohl, of course. That'd be crazy. Like, DCam is actually Dave Grohl in disguise.
Disguise?
Trying to live in
I don't even know who that is.
Video games. What?
Dave who?
Can't tell him what?
Dave who?
Dave Grohl.
I don't know who that is.
He's the lead guy in the Foo Fighters, and he was also the drummer for Nirvana.
That's why I don't know.
Because you don't listen to music that
Watch what you say. Because I don't listen... Because I'm not familiar with the band members of Foo Fighters.
Or Nirvana?
Correct.
Okay.
Except Kurt Cobain, obviously.
Okay.
Has nothing to do with the music I listen to.
Okay.
I listen to a lot of music, and I can't be expected to know and remember the names of everybody involved in making all the music I listen to.
I listen to the lyric of I mean, I remember the lyrics of like every song I've heard.
Really? What are you,
But I'm
savant?
really good remembering.
I got a Hellgate Flame! Yeah! I need 3 more.
I even remember the lyrics to, what's it called? I don't remember the name, but...
I remember the lyrics to It's a Small World, but I don't know who wrote it. How does knowing the lyrics to a song make you knowledgeable on the band members and their names? What in the world?
Because it means that you listen to that, band.
No, it doesn't mean anything. It just means you listen to the song.
Well, yeah, but the song is made by the band.
So if I just play a song for you, and you've no idea who the band is, and you could hear the words, and you remember the words, are you going to suddenly just be infused with the knowledge of the band members' names?
Well, not maybe the singer. I don't know.
Maybe the singer. Seriously? This is a band you've never heard of. You've never heard these names ever in your life.
Yeah. But
And just by hearing the lyrics of the song, you're going to know the band members' names.
Well, I'm hearing more than the lyrics in the song if I'm hearing the song. He keeps saying, "Ethan, stop talking."
Yes, you're doing one of your things where you're not making any sense anymore, Ethan.
What? But it's sense.
Okay, here, tell you what. I'm not gonna do it right now because I don't want to interrupt the stream. But
Okay.
I'm gonna play a song for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna play a song by some group I know you've never heard of.
Okay.
And no, actually, I won't even do that. I'll just write out the lyrics for you, and let you read them, and you can tell me who the band members' names are.
I didn't say it was based on the lyrics.
Yes, you did.
It was.
Yes, you did.
I didn't
That's exactly
mean
what
that,
you said.
though. I meant it was based on the sound of the music and the lyrics.
It's not possible, Ethan. You have to have a previous background or information. You can't just hear something and know who made it because of what it sounds like.
If you hear like a song and the song is entirely vocal, and you know the person who wrote the song.
There, see? Whoa, wait. If you know the person who wrote the song, well,
but
duh.
You don't know that it's them who. But you don't know the connection between them and the song. You just.
I'm telling you, the point, Ethan. You're not. Oh my God. You're implying. Your implications are crazy. If it's people you have never heard of in your entire life, you're not going to suddenly know who they are because you heard one of their songs. Right? Why do you even have to think about this? Why is there any hesitation?
Because well, if I've never heard of them ever, like not even from another person.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to find one of my old friends. I'm going to find like one of my old friends who had a band back in the, I don't know, a decade ago, some garage band. You can find a song they wrote. I know you've never met them or heard of them because they never actually continued their band or whatever. And I'm going to play a song for you, and I'm going to see if you could come up magically with all the names of the band.
Band members.
Oh, Ethan.
You didn't understand what I meant, though. I didn't mean that I would understand the band members' names based on just the lyrics. I meant that I would understand them because I know a lot of bands.
Ethan, stop talking.
I know a lot of bands, and I know a lot of songs, so I can connect those two things easily. Yeah, I recognize.
You remember what brought up this discussion? Is the fact that I don't know, I'm not familiar with the band members' names, or the members' names of the bands, the Foo Fighters and most of Nirvana.
Yeah.
And that's because I listen to a lot of music and I can't be expected to know and remember all the member names. Remember that?
Yeah.
So no, I'm just without words at this point. Actually, you don't make sense, Ethan.
Well, you just have to be able to understand things that are really hard to understand.
Oh, so now it's my fault because I have too low of an understanding of what you're trying to say.
I don't even understand a lot of things.
I can't just divine information from other places.
You might have heard it on like a news source. I'm pretty sure you must have heard of the words Dave Grohl at some point in your life.
Yeah, about 15 minutes ago.
No, you've heard about I know. Or just the words.
What words?
The name Dave Grohl. You've probably heard of it at some point. I mean, you may not have ever heard of, like, the connection with the Foo Fighters. Oh yeah, he did just produce a movie.
Name doesn't sound familiar to me at all. Even if I had, I don't see your point. If I heard if I heard some arbitrary name at some point in my life, that doesn't tell me who it is. Right?
One second, I have to come up with counter arguments that make sense, and if I'm going to do that, it's going to take a little while.
I think instead of coming up with counter arguments, just agree with me. That's your best choice at this point.
But I don't know if I really agree with you.
I don't. Oh, and you're graduating.
I have to know. I have to be like saying things truthfully to what I think. Just because I do that, I'm truthful to what I think.
Yay, another Hellgate's Flame. Okay, so let's say you hear the name of an author. You don't know he's an author. You just hear the name. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's just say you just hear it. You don't know anything about it. You just people talk about. You don't know it's an author. Okay? You just hear people talk about this name.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Later on, you read some text.
Mm-hmm.
There's no context. There's no name associated with it at all.
Yeah.
Are you somehow going to know, hey, this is the same guy that I keep hearing the name around or about, without any kind of...
Sometimes I make implications that somehow could at some point...
You make a lot of implications about a lot of things, my friend.
Yeah, but I could make implications that could be correct, and... Like that one time when we were playing that one game, and you were like, I think you said, what did this one guy discover, or whatever? And it was like, Bluetooth. And it was like, yes, how'd you know that? And I just like implied based on his name.
Okay, that's...
So you can imply things like much...
That's a little different, Ethan.
You can imply things a lot.
That's a little different because the question was something about like what technology is named after so and so blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So obviously the technology is going to be related directly to the name.
If you're saying like text and you're saying okay who wrote it, you obviously know that someone wrote it.
Well, yeah.
And you know that the text has a certain sound about it, and you know that the name might have a certain appearance to it. Like when you think of Hitler, you think of, well, not good things.
I bet you if I gave you some quotes that Hitler said during his lifetime, and you were never previously told that he said those things, you would never guess that he said those things.
I bet.
Because they're not bad things.
That isn't all. It doesn't.
Ethan, I would like to. I don't even at this point. I don't even know the point you're trying to make anymore. So I don't even know what we're arguing about.
I'm trying to make the point that you can imply just about anything without actually, it actually being wrong.
I think you're confusing imply with infer.
No, I think it is imply. Like you can.
No, I don't think so.
Say something based off of completely separate information and guess based on that information.
The person doing the talking, the person who says the information
So like,
is implying the person who's making the guess.
Like
You interrupted me.
band. Sorry.
The person who is saying the information is the one that's implying, and the person who is making the guess is the one that is inferring. You can infer based on an implication.
One sec.
And I was distracted, and I didn't keep trying to kill that Cerberus, so...
Like, I'm trying to say that you can... Let me think of the definition of the word first. Imply is to imply is to, based on information, make a claim of something. Right?
An implication is... Okay, for example, if I'm playing this game and I say I'm gonna go to the bathroom, I'm implying, without actually saying directly, that I'm going to get up and leave this room to use the restroom. That's what it. That's an implication. Inference is when somebody says something without giving you direct information. For example, if I said I'm gonna go to the bathroom, then you would infer from that vague information that I'm going to get up and walk out of the room, even though it's not a
yeah, okay, yeah, I confused the two terms.
Infer is on the guessing end.
Yeah. And then, yeah.
So.
Also, I'm kind of ignoring the chat at this point, and I'm sorry for that, but.
So, what was your original point?
Yeah. Okay. My original point, not really. I'll get to it.
Wait, how many of these do I need?
Okay. So,
4.
my original point was that you can infer something without the other person having tried to imply it.
Okay, but here's the thing. You can't infer something without having any kind of basis on which to infer. Or extrapolate, like DCAM said.
Yeah.
For example,
but if
you're familiar with a band,
yes,
and you're familiar with their music, okay?
Yes.
And let's say you haven't listened to them in a while, and a song comes on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
You can infer, you can guess, like, hey, that sounds like that band. Nobody told you; they didn't give the name or anything, right? Mm-hmm. But you can make the assumption, hey, that because based on the fact that you're familiar with their past music, and this sounds like something that they would make. Okay? Mm-hmm. So you're like, oh, I'm going to guess it's probably this person, all right? Mm-hmm. However, you can't listen to a song and without ever knowing anything about the band members' names or anything like that ever, okay? Mm-hmm. You can't suddenly just divine the information. Oh, not like even if I know what band it might be, mm-hmm. like somehow I just happen to guess correctly that it might be whatever band. Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean I'm suddenly going to know all their names. Mm-hmm. That's the point I was trying to make. Even if I heard a Foo Fighters song, is that the band we were talking about? Even if I heard a Foo Fighters song on the radio and I said, hey, that sounds like the Foo Fighters, that doesn't mean I'm going to know what all their names are. Right?
Yeah, but I think
you know the
I'm trying to say.
What's your favorite movie?
Not letting me talk. My favorite movie is
Or a movie you really like. Or the last movie you saw.
Okay, let's say Inception.
Inception, okay. What's the entire cast?
Okay, let's see.
From memory.
There's,
The entire cast. Oh, and production crew.
Okay, go on with what you were saying about this that
No,
I
I
don't
was just
know.
no, I was
Them.
asking. I was asking you.
Okay, so I don't know all of them.
Why not?
What?
Why not? I mean, can't you just infer it?
Okay, so there was Bob, there was Bill, there was Jimmy, there was Todd, there was
You're just spitting out names now.
yeah, but they all sound like names of people who would work in a production crew for a movie like Inception.
Wow.
That's the point I'm trying to make. You can guess based on what a name sounds like that name sounds like the kind of person who would make that kind of music if they were to make music.
Oh my gosh. I was so close to just being like, okay, yeah, until you said that. Now you've completely gone off the deep end there.
Like, you can guess that Dave Grohl probably has a gruff voice because the name sounds like someone who would have a gruff voice. And
seriously?
yeah, it kind of does.
What?
Yeah, Grohl sounds like the name of someone who would have a gruff voice. Well, I mean, it's his last name, so Dave. Yeah, Dave.
Okay. Let's see. Let me try to give an example here. Let's see. How about? I'm gonna think of a. Are you familiar with the name Jennifer King?
Sounds like an author. I don't know though.
Does that, like, if you were to hear the name Jennifer King, would you assume this person was an author?
Yes.
Oh. Based on what? Because it just sounds like an author.
Based on there
So
being other authors with
if I
that.
gave you like a segment of text or something, would you maybe consider, oh, okay, this is probably written by Jennifer King?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. What if I told you if Jennifer King was an airline stewardess, flight attendant?
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Then that would add to my perception of names. That
No, it means you're
people
wrong.
like Jennifer.
It just means you're wrong. That's all it means. That's all it means.
It could mean that.
It just means you're wrong.
It could mean that I now know more about what people named Jennifer King are like.
You can't. That is the core of stereotyping. You can't judge anybody by their name.
But you can create a.
You can, but it's
history.
wrong. You can, but it's absolutely wrong, and it's completely 150% foolish to do so. There is absolutely no wisdom in doing that. And I think anybody who actually does that needs to make a serious adjustment.
Okay, think about this. If you heard of a girl and her first name was Candy, and her parents actually named her Candy, what would you think that she would grow up to do?
I did know a girl. Her name was Candy.
Okay.
She worked at Starbucks.
Okay.
Last I checked.
Last you checked.
What's the point?
The point is that most people who know, like, names have certain,
Yay! I got my 4th Hellgate's flame. I think that's 4, right?
is it DKM?
Yes.
Names have certain, things about them that, like
And technically, her name is actually Candace.
Candace. Yeah. So, what if it was Candy spelled with a K?
It was actually Candace spelled with a K, I think.
What if it was Candace spelled with a... Candy spelled with a K and an I?
I think it probably was. I don't
What if it
know.
was spelled with a Y?
I don't know. It doesn't. What's your point?
The point is, based on the way their name is spelled and said, you can make certain inferences, because...
Just because you can doesn't mean you should. You might as well say that just because, you know, based on the color of based on the color of someone's skin, you can infer how intelligent they are.
No, it's not what I'm getting at. I'm getting at letters, not colors.
What's the difference?
Because letters have a lot more meaning in them.
Only the meaning people give to them.
Letters have a lot more definition to them. There's way more colors than letters, but letters can be put together in a way...
Ethan, you realize it's...
language defines them.
My cousin... Was it my cousin? Actually, I don't remember who it was, but somebody posted something on Facebook very recently.
Okay.
That said, it was a quote by something, I don't remember the quote exactly, but the basic message was that a man should never be ashamed to admit that he was wrong. Because it just means that you're now wiser. I think you're just not admitting that you're wrong. You've got to be smarter than this. I know you're smarter than this.
I'm just... And the thing is, I don't really know what the message I was trying to get to in the first place was.
I don't either.
But
we were talking about
that I was trying to get to, and it was somewhere combobulated in my mind, and I just...
Because we were talking about a name, some Dave something, and you seemed kind of surprised that I didn't know who that was. And and you led me to believe that the reason you were surprised that I don't know who that was is because I should have heard their music at some point or whatever. And I was trying to say that just because I heard the music doesn't mean I know who the name of the person involved in making it. And that seems to be surprising to you. Like I should know based on the lyrics.
Well, I think really that just came out of the fact that everybody I know has heard of Dave Grohl, so it was really surprising. So surprising that I was willing to come up with like ridiculous claims to try to make you know somehow who Dave Grohl is more than you already do.
But I don't have a I don't recall ever hearing that name in my life. And if I have, then I forgot about it because it's not important to me. How can you... I don't understand how anything you could say would make me suddenly know who that was.
Well, I said who it was.
Well, okay, I doesn't...
You meant that I couldn't make you suddenly have known who it was.
Yeah, you can't change my history with...
Yeah.
I don't know why you do these things, Ethan.
I was just really upset that you didn't know who Dave Grohl was.
I still don't really know who he is. He's in a couple bands.
Yeah, and he's really famous, and he won. I think he's won several music awards, and he has made a movie which I think got like a Grammy or something.
What movie is it?
Sound City.
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
And I totally missed E-Root Village because I was distracted. Actually, I don't even know where I'm going. Oh, I need Scarletite. Where do I get Scarletite? Sorobi Step? From the Adamant Titans?
Grammy is music. Which one? Oscars. Oh, okay.
Well, you
I
couldn't.
kept thinking that, like, because I don't know.
You couldn't infer from the name Oscar that it had something to do with movies? Come on
No,
now.
I knew that Oscar had to do with movies, but that wasn't because of the name. But Grammy, I thought there was some other like name like sounding like Grammy, like Mammy or some that sounded like music related. Let's say someone was named something that means something, like brave person or something.
What about
And
it?
they were named that because when they were a baby, they were not afraid of getting pricked by needles for their shots.
Aren't most people named before they're born?
Oh, well, I mean, sometimes. But I mean, well, yeah. But I mean, it could be changed. I mean, people can come up with a new name on the spot sometimes.